up, people? This shit's funny. So this sheriff in his town is tired of the freaking cops coming in and writing tickets when they're out of their jurisdiction. So he came up with his traffic stop. This is pretty funny.
Around here.
Oh, just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
Now look, most people probably think this never happens. This actually happens quite a bit. Cops are freaking picky and egos, and if they get in jurisdictional bullshit, there's all kind of threats. There was an incident back in the 80s where LA County Sheriff and LAPD in the middle of an intersection drew guns on each other. And they both called for backup. And the backup came and drew guns on each other. And nobody would lay down their guns, and they were both screaming at each other. So I told two incidents where I've had this situation. CHP showed up. We were trying to arrest a dude on a highway. And he started telling us drop our guns or get on the ground or some shit. And we're like, fuck you, we're making an arrest. Shut up. And he started getting all antsy and shit. And then the other time where we were doing a search warrant, some little SWAT dude got in my face and started screaming about, you got him, you got him. I go, dude, you need to get out of my face. What you gonna do with it? And I double palmed his ass right in the chest and knocked him back about 4 or 5 feet. And then all his buddies grabbed him and my guys grabbed me and we were about to go to blows. I said, you don't get in my face. No, whip your ass. I said, hey, you know, ain't nothing between us but fucking a bunch of cops. So this shit happens fairly frequently. And in this case, I think the sheriff was okay in what he did. And I'll explain that when we get there.
Do it! You're ignorant. Do it, Ode!
Go for it.
Do it! There's cameras at Valero, and there's cameras at Napa that CJ pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Well, I just did talk to you. How about that? He just did. And you left, little pussy. PD's a pussy. Sheriff was like, fuck you.
Boy, talk to you, boy. You a boy.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck boy. I like this sheriff.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Count 302, status check.
Info.
Mother.
Wow, how rowdy is that?
Okay, so now this, how do you think the media got a hold of this video? See, that's the problem. Government gets to hide all their shit videos, and then they can release things if they want to.
Of arrest in front of the driver who had just been cited for speeding. The clash occurred last week amid a jurisdiction dispute where the Towns County Sheriff accused Hiawassee officers of making stops and pursuing suspects outside the city limits.
So I can tell you how this probably got happened. This sheriff probably got a lot of complaints like, hey man, why are these guys hawking us and picking on us and writing us for 1 mile over and just jacking us up? And they're voters. And because he's an elected official, he's like, hey, they shouldn't be doing that in my jurisdiction. So he probably told them, hey, stay the hell out of here. You don't need to become writing tickets. I'll worry about tickets in this area. You stay in your freaking city limits. And he's within his right to do that. So when he sees this guy on a traffic stop in his county area out of the city limits, he has a right to walk up, and I think he walked up fine and he handled it fine.
Inside the city or out here?
Oh, just right here.
Sheriff. The clash occurred last week amid a jurisdiction dispute where the Towns County Sheriff accused Hiawassee officers of making stops and pursuing suspects outside the city limits.
Inside the city or out here?
Oh, just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
Charge you.
Do it.
You're ignorant.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero, and there's cameras at Napa that CJ pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Well, he just did, and what did you do? You were his boy because you turned away and walked away. What was this little police department that did that? Hang on, I got a better video that kind of shows the beginning stop. So here's when a cop first walks up and approaches this dude.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Doing well in yourself?
I'm doing all right.
What's your hurry? You're very recklessly from the city all the way here, man. In and out of traffic, not using turn signal. Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
didn't think I was that bad.
5.
I'm sorry.
What's your hurry?
I just...
Okay, so this cop is the typical little ticket-writing pussy that likes to run around and think he's saving the world. This guy was going, what, 15, 20 over? I can't remember. I think he wrote him for 65 and a 45. So he's acting like he's saving the world, and meanwhile, he'll be chasing some dude who littered, freaking going 105 through an intersection later, and it'll be okay. But this guy needs to get a ticket, insurance raise, and he's got to give him, you know, a lecture.
My medication.
If that car isn't okay, I don't think that medicine.
One when I hurt, and then one at...
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, the way you were driving, you
I'm home.
hang tight.
Traffic citation.
So he writes him a freaking ticket.
All right, I didn't write you for reckless driving.
Oh, ain't that nice? He didn't write him for reckless driving. I wrote you for 20 over. It cost you $200 to raise your insurance, and you have to go to court. But I'm really a nice guy. Fuck you, ticket writing cops.
Or any of that, I wrote you for speed, just like I told you, 65 and a 45. I did put what you say and what I observed, okay? Your court date is August 8th, 2022.
Tattoos all over his arm and shit. Can't even afford color. You cheap ass. Whatever.
At the Hiawassee City Hall, okay? If you have any questions or...
Sheriff Henderson approached the driver. Sheriff Henderson and...
If you would, sign right here. It's not a admission of guilt, just saying I explained it to you. All right, watch coming through town like that, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Traffic's
sorry.
heavy.
Okay, so you see the sheriff walking up here, right? Sheriff never talks to him, never approaches him. He just got the ticket back. His traffic stop is over. He could have left. So before somebody come here and said, why are you taking the bald guy, sheriff guy's job? Because he never confronted this guy. This guy hangs around after he gets the ticket, listens to the sheriff, and then engages the sheriff. He's wrong. He should have kept his mouth shut and got back in his little car and went and played fucking ticket writing pussy again.
Okay? All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. Yes, come on.
See, he could have left, and he stayed.
Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
That's all. Go pull the video up.
So now the cop gets in the sheriff's face and starts telling him he didn't ask for it. He didn't want to talk to him. This is the PD's fault, in my opinion.
Listen, don't let
You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
charges
Do
against
it.
your ignorance.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero and there's cameras at Napa that sees me pulled out.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, fuck
Do
boy.
it.
You a fuck boy.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I like the sheriff. Okay, so the sheriff gets a donut here, and the other little PD ticket writing pussy gets freaking earning the hate. How about that? So anyway, we'll end that there. And hey, I love it when government feeds on government. I love it when cops get a little bit of what they give out to the pesky citizens. I think it's freaking great. Rick, you just hate cops, and they're all heroes, and they're all great, and it's not fair, and it's a really hard job. Shut up, you freaking crybaby cops. All right, we'll end that there.